Hello, hello. Welcome to another demo hour. It's been a while, and it's Next Fest of February and March 2026, and I'm poking through some demos right now, and one of the ones that was recommended to me by my partner is this Esoteric Ebb, which I don't know much about except for the little bits that they told me, but essentially the sort of summary that I have gotten so far is it's a CRPG tabletop fantasy style successor to Disco Elysium, sort of spiritually. I haven't actually finished Disco Elysium. I should, but I have played through enough of it and seen enough of it played to sort of understand what that might mean. And yeah, I'm very interested to see what we'll find in this demo and in this game. So let's get started, shall we? This is Esoteric Ebb. All right, I can already see a little bit of similarity in the sort of like uh, illustrative, very stylized representations of your various stats, much like, oh gosh, what are some of the ones in Disco Elysium? Electrochemistry, you know, uh, Inland Empire, these kind of things. You can already see like beautiful design, and the game is just like beautiful. I can already tell the artwork and the sort of layout and the music for that matter. Okay, so if we click on the different stats, it's going to tell us about them on the side. I see. And so if we have strength selected, for example, then we can see the lore of it, the uses of it. So what it might be mechanically useful for. Increased manhood. Wow. Amazing. And roll. Okay. I see. All right. Well, let's do some reading then. All right, we have strength selected. Strength measures your natural bodily prowess alongside a testosterone-fueled mindset. As a man, it is only proper for you to hone your figure and its capabilities. But why? The search for meaning is as vital as the struggle towards competency. Luckily, you already know your cause. To protect the innocent, to lead the weak, to sacrifice until nothing but your bones hit the pavement, to literally die. Become a zealot, regain your honor, set out on your divine mission. And the uses. Higher strength allows you to equip extra items, be violent and or manly, useful in encounters. Religious fervor rather. Aesthetic and aesthetic nationalism, increased manhood. Okay, got it. This is the manly stat. This is the man stat. A high-strength cleric votes for the party of Norvik, prays to his dead god, uses brute force on puzzles. Sounds like me. Punches big bad evil guys in the face. It also sounds like me. Wants to become a real human hero. Loves quests. Simple as. Honestly, I feel like maybe I am this high strength cleric because a lot of this is it's very simple. And I feel like I relate to that. A low-strength cleric is a weak, sniveling rat, bows down to anyone stronger, can't handle a banter, gives up when the going gets tough, is afraid of women, doesn't care about quests. Okay, I'm feeling like maybe I do want to go high strength because I feel like I really relate to the high strength sort of stuff as a playstyle. All right, we've got dexterity. Pull quote. It is imperative to simply explain to these people they have the right to choose. Belief in oneself is just. Wealth is built from within. From Meriadoc Moonwatch, Sights Beyond Reads. Dexterity measures natural reactivity, balance, and poise, the haste with which you express a witty remark or notice a nervous glance, and of course, your ability to gracefully avoid the consequences of your action. It's all about risk versus reward. This is interesting because it's not just physical dexterity, it's also sort of dexterity of the mind, if you will. It is that feeling of self-preservation when everything falls apart around you. To grab as much as you can while the grabbing's good, to progress towards a new future full of freedom, so those who look out for themselves can prosper and survive. I promise you, no one else will. Uses. With enough dexterity, you can steal anything, pick locks and sneak and dodge traps and roll initiative and react quickly as a dashing rogue. Become rich as a Republican revolutionary. Oh, great. Just run away, dummy. Sure. A high dexterity cleric votes for the revolutionary freestriders, collects piles of shiny coins, acts first in every encounter, avoids trouble before it brews, always has a witty reply, looks out for himself, takes big risks and wins every time. A low dexterity cleric takes big risks and fails every time, doesn't notice anything in time, stumbles over his own feet, drops the ball, figuratively and literally, is slow, mentally and physically, is dirt poor. Very embarrassing. So we might be low dexterity here. We'll see what the other ones are. Constitution. Pull quote. Always listen to your hungry stomach. So true. Constitution measures your natural stamina, both mental and physical. It's how much you can take before going down. The world is harsh and unforgiving. It will beat you to a pulp with words and sticks. So listen to your gut, the instinct that kicks in when you're standing at the pit. It is the voice that speaks nothing but bodily truth. Every choice you make, every emotion you accumulate, can be traced back to the lower half of that stomach of yours. Follow it. Retain the mortality of fleshy logic. Simple, easy, truthful. Uses. Constitution is needed for hit points. Control your body and its esoteric connection. Your political party polled 2% last week and you don't care. Pain is good for you. Role. A high constitution cleric keeps forgetting there's an election, focuses on the good things in life, is tougher than entropy, keeps his neuroticism in check, talks with the spirits in the walls, listens to his gut, and is already dead. A low constitution cleric will die, panics over everything, listens to his gut and is wrong, has no control of his bodily functions, can't handle the pain, has no special connection with walls. Right? Intelligence. Quote, a glorious design, let those who learn lead, through merit of ability and nothing else. Lord Phileas Prax. Intelligence measures your ability to recall, store, and process information. It is your logical receptacle and calculator. It is only proper for you to hone this pulsating mass within your skull, but why? Simple, pure, unadulterated ego, knowledge rules the world. So too shall you one day lead the weak. Bring your genius to the masses. If they do not bow, they do not deserve you. You know everything about the past. Therefore, it is only rational you will truly know the future as well. Enlighten the ignorant masses. Uses. Higher intelligence lets you prepare more spells, think, plan, and execute an actual plan, complete the magicratic return, vote for yourself, be a genius without peers. A high intelligence cleric votes for the best wizard, aka you, despises and envies the gods, solves every mystery with ease, masters arcane magic, spouts historical facts for hours, is dismissive towards those lesser, knows everything. A low intelligence cleric knows nothing, is both ignorant and confident, oh no, makes up tidbits to seem smart, is barely sentient, cannot intentionally solve mysteries, and is an idiot. Duh. Well, I will probably not be putting too much in intelligence, if I'm honest, just because I feel like, I don't know, it seems kind of haughty, doesn't it? But, you know. Quote, the large crumble upon their heavy forms, the mystical falter at the crucial point, the small rise to the occasion. Wisdom measures your awareness, intuition, and ability to understand the world around you, to feel it. You may not know why, but meeting the gaze of another grants you an empathetic bond with her wants and fears, her dreams and hopes. You can read people, for good or bad, and pick up details others would pass by. It is your belief in the heart of all folk to give and share what you have and be completely and utterly selfless. It is the only true road to redemption. Gods only know how hard you try. Uses. Higher wisdom lets you empower your spells, be kind and see the good in all folk, egalitarian hope of the Asgalian working class, and there are no big bad evil guys. A high wisdom cleric votes for the Asgalian Workers' Party, hates nothing except hierarchies, embraces his feminine side, follows his bleeding heart, masters primal magic, reads body language like a champ, and notices all details. A low wisdom cleric is an oblivious fool, misreads cues all the time, does not think about the lower class, does not get people, fails at spotting traps, and is not aware of where he is. Like, what's going on here? I'm so confused. I love how he's not aware, and thus he runs his text completely off the page. I think that's very clever. Quote. We're on charisma now, I should say. Quote, those who believe in democracy have a wonderful view of folk, to think them capable of making rational and informed decisions devoid of personal bias and emotional conduct. It is, frankly, inspiring. Charisma measures your eloquence, confidence, and ability to navigate social situations of any kind. In short, it is the force of your unkempt personality, but they don't need to know that. Smooth talk your way into any position of your liking. You can be affiliated with any known faction or thought. Reality is molded around your will. Like a chameleon, become a social operator. Become anything you need to make everyone finally love you. Uses. With high charisma, you can get an automatic discount in select stores near you, win every conversation, say the right thing, say whatever gets people to like you, and become an apolitical force of nature. Be arguably sociopathic. Role. A high charisma cleric votes for whatever makes him popular, was socialized as a child, knows what to say to win favors, can actually flirt with some baddies, loves to mind control people, sees truth as a suggestion, and has no soul. A low charisma cleric isn't very likable, doesn't know how to act with people, fumbles the baddies, fears conversations, is like the opposite of a skilled orator, and has no style. And then we have background focuses. Oh my god. Okay, so, and they all affect your base stats. Okay, so first I want to see, so like, how do we do this? Oh, I see. It's basically point by, it seems. It seems like it's basically point by. If you know anything about tabletop RPGs and such, you can see the pips at the top going down as you sort of buy better versions of your stats, and if you are proficient in a stat, you get a plus 2. You have 2 proficiencies that you can have. It's cool that you can also randomize this if you want to try something new or aren't sure like what you want to do. And then the background focuses have text as well as ability modifiers. You can see like this is Constitution +2 and Charisma +1. Background focus, punching bag. You're a farmer's son who grew up in the city. Of course you'd be an outcast. It took time, but eventually you figured out how to cope with it. Troll killer. You don't remember it, but you know well how your father died. Sometimes it motivated you. Sometimes it felt impossible to live up to. Kiosk kid. Your mom wasn't around a lot, so to keep you out of trouble, she forced you to get a post-school job. You still despise the smell of newspapers. Lore enthusiast. Spending time alone in the city, you often ended up at the Darrowian Library. A strange history of Jor's realm was a constant companion to you. Crowd pleaser. Inevitably, you ended up with the wrong crowd. You quickly picked up on the slang and radical terminology, doing anything to get real friends. Little weirdo. You were a novelty to them, the boy who would do or say anything for their attention, for their approval. After 2 or so years, you got quite good at it. As Gallist activist, your quote-unquote friends soon introduced you to the rebellious belly of Norvik. As a teenager, you spent years spreading chaos and, worse, dwarf propaganda. Earthguard recruit. After your arrest, there wasn't much arguing about it. 3 grueling years in training, drilled on the city code and virtues. But you survived. One friend. You really ever only prayed for that one thing during those lonely years. But the gods did not answer, so you learned to manage, as always. Acolyte. Your knack for scribing got you a promotion to the clerical duties. Picked out of the ranks, you quickly showed deep devotion to your divine city. Tower Apprentice. Joining the Towers is an honor bestowed upon few. It is also a terrible challenge, even for you. Who'd have thought lectures were so draining? Arcane Prodigy. For the first time in your life, you were a natural. You've always known a few cantrips, but real magic was something else. It was power. Palace Pawn. As a rising talent, you often found yourself amidst the politicking of superiors, despite your best efforts. It never ended well for you. I feel like that one sounds really interesting to me. Faithful Harbinger. There's something wrong. Praying to a dead god whose whispers linger in the air, slowly fading. You are isolated among your peers. Esoteric Expert. You spent most nights seeking esoterical insight. A lonely life. Your findings were unwanted by those in charge, yet you did not stop. Never. Wow, there's a lot of these. It's really cool, but oh my gosh. Wow. Revolutionary Scribe. Disillusionment. A city with ideals not upheld. One day you chose a side, the emerging democracy. You wrote day and night for change and glory. Abject Apostate. No one likes you. When you were demoted for dereliction, no one spoke up against it. But it's fine. You'll be fine. After all, you're used to it. This one also is kind of tempting to me. Dead Cleric. Growing up alone, getting into trouble, training with the Earthguard, devoting your life and becoming a cleric. Was it always supposed to end in the river? And we're back to Punching Bag. Okay, so I think I want to go back to the one that tempted me, Palace Pawn. I feel like this is kind of what I'm leaning towards. A rising talent, but things never ended well for us. I feel like that's a nice balance of things. So I'll do what I always do in D&D, for example, and I'll just set my everything to 10, and we will lower and higher things from there. So I think I want to focus in strength for sure as a proficiency, because I really did like the flavor text for the rolls. And I'm leaning towards either Constitution or Wisdom for my second proficiency. And I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with here. Let's see. Let me take a look at them once more. I think I do want to go Constitution. I think that's what I'm leaning towards. Strength and Constitution. We're a hardy and hearty person, perhaps, but we don't maybe have the wisdom, the charisma that we necessarily might benefit from in such a case. And so I think that, let's see, I don't know how the abilities work in this game, so I don't know if it's, because in D&D it's like if you have a oh, I do see actually, because okay, so it's a 10 gives you a +2, so we could, I think I'm gonna make my intelligence a bit smaller. How small can it go? Let's not be like too unintelligent. Let's just be slightly unintelligent. And let's also be slightly, let's see, I want to check dexterity again, but I'm feeling like we're not witty, we're not avoiding trouble. No, no, no. We're not doing that. So we can have a 8 here. Let's give ourselves maybe a +1 in wisdom and charisma just to give us a little extra boost. And I don't know if it's better to, I mean, listen, I'm gonna say something. I don't know if it's better to min-max in this game or if it's better to spread our skills out a little bit. Because, like, we could give ourselves a +3 in strength and constitution and then maybe a +2 in wisdom. Does that feel good? I feel like that feels good to me. Let's go with this. And now, after like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, we're actually going to play the game. Explosion erupts at the heart of the city. No one wants to deal with it, so they send you, a slow cleric lost in the hustle, one with incredibly deep esoteric insight. I wonder if this text changes based on what you choose. Complete your quests in any order. Don't be afraid to make interesting choices, and remember to love everyone, no matter what. The campaign will take you from level 1 to 6. We'll play for about 5 to 8 sessions. It's been a journey to put this together. I hope you have a good time. Chris. And only 8 decks? Don't try to steal anything, okay? It must change based on what you pick, which is so funny. Listen. Hello? Sus? Truth and nothing else, a voice declares. What is your name? On an intelligence DC 8, Ragan. Your name is Ragan. Ragan. Correct. You answer. Another question from the darkness. What is your occupation? On a constitution check, DC 11 success. You are dead. Dexterity, DC 8 success. Dead? How can you be dead? You're thinking, aren't you? Dead does not mean gone. What are you, a fucking poet? What's an occupation in this context? Wisdom, DC 12 success. Work, getting paid for labor. Didn't you have a job? Something really important. Constitution, DC 6 success. Your class. Tell the voice about your class. Class? What class am I? Lower class. Not sure any answer is good here. Just go with whatever works in the moment. You are a city cleric. Nothing more. I'm definitely a cleric. Something happening over on the side. Class conflict. Your true calling. It takes a while before the next question is posed. What is your current goal? We need to find out who blew up the tea shop. The Goblin Chieftain. She needs you. A tea shop exploded? Unfortunately, yes. That's not good. I like tea shops. They are lovely, yes. You may ruminate further on tea shops at a later date. There's a question to be answered. Your goal is to find the goblin chieftain, is that right? You know it to be true. No reply, no feedback. Then the voice asks, what is your political affiliation? The question strikes your entire consciousness, sending it spinning. The National Party of Norvik, of course. If you care for your fellow, vote for the Asgalists. The Freestriders, maybe? Then again, you're no revolutionary. Things just move way too fast these days. Elections are exhausting. I don't know any of these words. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. Just say whatever you think will be the most useful to you. Which is, just say you're apolitical. I mean, actually, I'm apolitical. Perfection. No one can get mad at you, and everyone will love you. I feel like that's not really what happens in real life if you say you're apolitical. It's not quite like that, but I got you. The voice is fading. This is the end. The final question. How did you die? Following your convictions. Drowning in the river. The same way you lived, unable to step out of the uniform, not for 1 second. I died when he died. When who died, Rogan? Guess we shall see. Maybe, eventually. Game by Christopher Beauregard. Oh, is that us? Is this us dying? Oh, cool. Published by Raw Fury. Sound design, Isaac Johnson. Music, Anders, Brian, and Christian. Thank you. Illustrations by Oscar. Thank you to all these lovely people for the artwork, the programming, the editing. Oh, this song slaps. Wow, what a cool sequence. I assume that's our pocket watch. May or may not become relevant at some point. Falling into death. Wow. Esoteric Ebb. Here we go. What was that fucking shrimp, like, centipede thing? Some kind of apple storehouse, I presume. Wow. Hello. This is us. Day 1, March 22nd, 27p. A fresh start. Let's get up. Your heartbeat is loud, screaming. Your body aches. It's stiff as if you've slept for days. Ready for your glorious quest to continue. Let's look around. A circular stone chamber. A storage for apples and corpses. Those piles of apples. Is this Tolstad? I wonder if we can mouse over that. Can we click on Tolstad? DC 8 success. Tolstad, a sprawling island fortress and one of 5 districts in the city. It sits in the middle of the River Torna, home of Jor's Pillar. Or Yor? Not sure. Jor, Yor. A sprawling tunnel network and water lane, the greatest trade hub in Ascani. You are on Tolstad right now. Let's see if we can find out more about the River Torna as well. River Torna, the second longest documented river along the coast, splitting the band of Ascani in half. Ascani being? Ascan, one of 8 bands along the coast. It is a cold, mountainous realm. It is your home, also referred to as Ascani interchangeably. What about my stuff? What stuff? Your hands dart around your pouch and uniform. Panic. Sweat. No spellbook, no mace. Face it, you've been robbed. Your legs shake. Tears begin to form. Deep breaths. Your belongings are surely here somewhere. Oh, wait, what's this about a quest? Oh, yes, a quest. Nice. Quest, a task performed by a heroic individual and or professional adventurer. Good to know. You're on a quest to save the city. Earth be blessed. Earth being? Our god. Do I remember everything? Yes. Everything is off, but your memory is intact. Your thoughts are scattered, but your mind is fine. Your quest was given yesterday. Remember, the tea shop? The tea shop. Yep, the tea shop that blew up. It'll be a tough one. Might take days. Just a job? So I've done this before. You haven't really. Your previous experience lies more in some basic Earthguard militia service, as well as a few years at the towers. Earthguard is the heroes of Norvik, keepers of city law, defenders of humanity, your brothers. A quest. I like those. Good attitude. There's always more around the corner, so look out. Don't want to miss any. Wait, how much time do I have? Until the election, duh. Which is in 6 days. No, it's not. What the hell? It's in 5 days. Depends on your definitions. Definitions of what? Time? The patriarch was very clear. Handle the tea shop before election day. You must honor this request and complete this quest. Time only advances when you make new choices in dialogues. So, to be clear, I need to figure out who blew up some random tea shop? More or less. But you've got like 5 days to do it, so no stress. There's that feeling again. The feeling you're about to enter a path from which there is no way back. Yeah, let's finish this job. Damn right. You'll do great. Now, get going. Alright, but first, You feel dizzy. The weight of the Earthguard uniform. A dull pain takes hold. Your body aches, its contents rotting. You must consume an apple, now. If your stats are high or low enough, chimes will appear in your mind. They will suggest, inform, and offer unique paths. Trust them at your own risk. Uh-huh. As you do, your fingers touch upon cold steel, as covering your entire head. As you rub your temples, that is. Colloquially known as a helmet. Can I take it off? No. I wouldn't do that. Like ripping off your own face. Not a good idea. Not yet. Can't wait until you do. Okay, thank you. Time to walk around. There is another body here. Trifle, engage, behold. Okay, interesting. So, can we interact with other things besides this body? Got some jars. A sealed vase. It's marked as organ disposal. And I know there was a person over there. I'm pretty sure this is a person over here, but let's take a look at this. Trifle, behold. I feel like I shouldn't trifle with anything because Chris at the beginning was like, you motherfucker, you did not put any points in dexterity. What might we find in this pile? I mean, this is surely my stuff, right? So let's behold it. This is yours, isn't it? Well, if it's mine, I might as well trifle with that. A tattered cloak. The cloak is sprawled upon the iron slab. As you grab it, you immediately feel the dampness spreading into your gloves. It is light blue and tattered, and it was once yours. An Earthguard cloak add-on. It has been ripped to shreds at the base, but you could still use it. Please don't. This thing is disgusting. I'll weigh it in my hands. It is heavy. Try to bring out the water. The filthy liquid falls to the floor of the stony chamber. It smells of salt water. It is still quite wet. Should I wear this? No? I'll think about it. You reach for your fancy red pouch of holding. The cloak easily slips inside into the extra-dimensional space with a satisfying slurp. Gods, I can fit so many items in this thing. Yes, you are very lucky. These are like 1,000,000 crowns on the market. Crowns being? Crowns, the Norwegian crown, the main coinage in Norvik. Norvik being your home city, founded by your god toward the end of the Coast War. It is built upon several layers of ancient ruins. The Coast War being? The Coast War, the Great War, a conflict between the Arcanists of Reeds as well as every other nation connected with them across the coast. A horrible waste of human lives, which claimed millions of lives. There was no honor in this fighting, that you know. Of course, you don't truly own this pouch of holding. It is property of the state. Treat it as such. Equipping items temporarily alters your ability scores. And I wonder if... Okay, yes, so we do have an inventory, and currently we only have a tattered cloak, which gives us some dexterity, some charisma, or it gives us dexterity and lowers our charisma because of how it's so horrible to look at it. And does it... Do we have it equipped right now? Okay, no, we did not, but now we do. Um, and that is so funny. What I was going to ask is, does it change our appearance? And yes, it does. And we can't take off our helmet yet, right? Practically your face, do not take it off. Okay, cool. Just checking. And yeah, so I don't really want to put the cloak on right now because I would like to have maybe like one charisma for this conversation, although that person, forgive me for saying so, but they look a little undead, don't they? But it might just be the tatters and the fact that their face just looks like maybe it's not quite there. But yeah, I do want to behold this. Yeah, it's a corpse under a blanket. Should I trifle with it? That's probably bad, right? Can I talk to it? Can I engage with it? You stare at a blue rag. It's draped over the outline of someone. I for sure know this is a dead person, right? But I can't, I either have to let him sleep, the long sleep, or I can check under the rag. Now, yeah, I'll check under the rag. Underneath, you find the cold corpse of a human. How do you want to expand what human is? Human, tall and beautiful like yourself, known as the pest of the coast by those who are less inclined to reproduce like rabbits. Thinning blonde hair, unkempt facial hair. Yeah, this guy looks fresh, like he could just sit up and talk to you. The DC, difficulty class, of a dice choice is determined by how challenging that roll will be for you. If you select a dice choice, you then roll a 20-sided die. If you get the same or higher as the DC, then you succeed on that roll. Yeah, I'm not good at intelligence, but I will try to examine him. Okay, well, fuck me, I guess. There's something strange here. We must look closer. I'll lean in and look closer. Harsh scars cover the skin. Signs of being either a hard worker or a careless worker litter his skin. Make sure to check the back as well. I have no choice but to try and move the corpse. The moment you touch it, black veins appear over its skin. A feeling of impending doom comes over you. Your stomach drops. Doom. Doom. The lair of a lich. I like that. Oh! Am I dying right now? Oh no. Followed by a wave of pain. I for sure was about to die, and then I got Deus Ex Machina. Necrotic energies. Let go of the damn corpse. I'll drop it. The moment you let go, the pain subsides. The dark marks on the corpse's skin disappear as quickly as those showed up. What a horrific spell. This corpse is cursed by something wicked beyond your powers. They should at least have a sign up. Like, don't touch the dead, they're full of black magic. You slowly cover up the corpse once more. Let's not speak of this. You need to look deeper into this. What the hell kind of magic is cast on this thing? Something horrific. Truly evil. Whatever it is, do not touch it again. Who was this guy? His hands are calloused. He's built like a sarcophagus. Just a man. A dead man. An honorable dead man. Why is he here? This is a morgue. A lich house, clearly. Corpses aren't kept on cooling in places like this. Or they are kept on cooling in places like this before cremation or burials. I should stop bothering the corpse now. Yeah, for sure. I do need to eat an apple stat. A divine shrine covered in apples. Shrine of Earth. The runes fill your senses as you approach. The color is faded. This monument is hollow, void of all life and divinity. And worse, it's covered in rotten apples. A sacred shrine? Left in this state? It's an insult to Earth and all of his people. Indeed. Yet, you are very much aware that this is not the worst you'll see. You'll have to fight hard to keep Earth's dream afloat. This city is lost, but it is not yet lost. I'm gonna take an apple. Might as well. Leave the whole thing to rot. Oh, I meant to, no! I meant to take the apple. Embarrassing. I'm sorry. No, I meant to take the apple. I just clicked on the wrong dialogue option. Although I do wonder if I can... Yeah, I want to remove the apples. It does not take long for you to move some of the nasty apples away from the front of the shrine. A small improvement, but big in the heart. These old things are still around, huh? Are these rare? No. You will find shrines like this all over Norvik. Can I pray here? To what, exactly? To Earth, of course. There are many gods listening to our prayers, always. Just remember that they might not respond so clearly. Earth. I need to pray to Earth. You may pray as you wish. There's an internal element to it that is underappreciated. The shrine towers over you. You feel small. To cast spells, you must first prepare them at shrines. Prepared spells can be cast when the cleric has a reason to do so, either in or out of dialogues. Each cast expends one spell slot of the corresponding level. Yeah, let's start by doing our actual prayers, shall we? Staring at the chiseled monument, you focus your mind. You take a deep breath and begin your prayer. And tranquility. I'd like to contemplate the tea shop. You let your mind go through the basics of what you know. The tea shop was destroyed in the middle of the day. Minor injuries were reported. Your goal is to enter the tea shop and investigate it properly. That's it. Contemplate the election. The first election. Your vote won't matter. Your vote will be the most important of all. Ask those around you what they will vote for, and you might find your own voice along the way. Contemplate your class. Identity is not easy. It's everything, from faction to home life to street. What you choose might be a first step. Choose wisely. Can I return here when I have more things to think about? Always. Finish your prayer. What other gods are there? Many. You know a few. Well, the first one I definitely for sure know is Earth, Father of Norvik, aka my god. You've devoted your life to follow in his footsteps. Asgal Ashmask. Asgal Ashmask was a dwarven god of exiles and egalitarianism. Asgal Ashmask, a dwarf of low caste born deep in the Lekamaraz tunnels. When he attained divinity in 443 AE, he crushed the kingdoms and formed the Asgal Folkhem Forge. On his death in 470 AE, a great civil war broke out, resulting in the exiling of all his followers to the surface. But his influence was felt all around the Undercoast and above, as his exiled dwarves spread Asgalism to all corners of Yor. And the Undercoast is a nickname for the undersea coast. Undersea coast. The gravity-reversed cavern, sea, and archipelago. Right underneath the coast. Dig down far enough and you'll end up passing through the gravity flip. Then you can make the climb to the Undercoast. His followers do not pray to him, for he is not even seen as a god by most. A weakling who sacrifices people for an unattainable, foolish dream. Though there are parts of his tale you cannot deny are quite romantic. A lone man rising against impossible odds. No wonder his followers still rampage across Ascani. And Tokig the Gambler. A trickster, the type of god only famous for his ridiculous ploys. Tokig the Gambler is often seen as a silly goblin myth. A trickster goblin who united the tribes of Ascani during the Divine Era, most famous for cutting off his right hand to fulfill a prophecy. In truth, there are few goblins who still worship him after the conquest. Praying to Tokig would, if you for some reason would get a response, only result in the exact opposite of whatever you wanted. I like that despite the rather thorough explanations that we got for the other two, we don't still really know anything about Earth. I'm done. Let's prepare our spells. To the right, you may view a list of all your available spells. In order to cast spells, you need to first prepare them by approaching shrines, which are scattered around the city. For each spell you wish to prepare, fill in its empty slot to the right. You may only prepare a spell if you have a spell slot of the corresponding level available. To the bottom left, you may view your current spell slots. Each circle represents one slot which you may expend to cast a spell. You may only cast spells when there is use for them. When a spell is castable during specific situations and dialogues, the spell tile button of that particular spell will be lit up. Spell tile buttons can be found next to your spell slots once you have finished preparing your spells. Okay, so right now we can only prepare one spell, which is Cure Wounds, which, if you're familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, this is pretty much, like, exactly taken from, the game, except this is a bonus action and not an action, which I don't know if that will come into play, actions and bonus actions and whatnot. I don't know if there's combat in this game, I just don't know. I feel like maybe I need to cast Cure Wounds on myself, but, you know, we'll see. Okay, so we don't have any other spells available as far as I can tell, so and let me just come back. Wait, can't I heal here through Divine Assurance or something? Not precisely. The gods do not usually grant divine interventions for minor injuries. Divine, one of the three pillars of magic. It is represented by the sacred, the faith of all folk, their souls. It is granted by gods who once walked among us. Of course you can heal here, but only if you pray hard enough. I mean, I'll freaking try. Ooh, that's good! You focus your mind on Earth's symbol, his red eye, and you remember the words. Watch upon me, Earth, shepherd of his folk. You're filled with a spirit of nostalgia and power. Let me pick up the burden. Lend me your strength. You feel reinvigorated. This is it. This is Prayer of healing. Yes, indeed. Sadly, you're unable to cast second-level spells at this time. But it won't be long until you will be. Yay! Okay, so I don't think I can prepare it because I can't cast it, but yeah, that's very cool. Okay, so I will just have Cure Wounds, and I can't help but notice a Divine Scripture where it does not belong, and I would like to remove it from the pile. Shield of Faith. Amazing. Yay, I got a new spell. Okay, cool. All right, let's try to remember to prepare Shield of Faith before we leave here. What is this also? Oh, Great Mountain of Apples. Indeed it is. Can I have one of those? Is it, You stare at a pile of apples. Apples are good for you. Thanks, Constitution. I didn't know that. Should these be stored alongside corpses? No, it's a health hazard. Of course not, it's nasty. Something tells you that no, they should not. Whose apples are these? Not yours. Maybe they're grown somewhere around here, or below. From the ground, or from trees. Sure. One or the other. Yep, those are apples, all right. I guess I can't have one. Although I might be able to... A very important piece of paper. I would like to, can I have that? Can I please have it? A voting card. -1 intelligence. Also, do the inventory items have descriptions? Yes. A scuffed voting card made out to Ragnar Hemlin. It's from a Dwarven office for some reason, and someone has checked in all 5 parties on the list. You need to bring this to a polling place on election day if your voice is to be heard. Funny. Well, I won't be equipping that because I do... Ooh, feet slots. Oh, cool. Okay. So I presumably could maybe go up these stairs, but I do kind of want to talk to this person first because I have a feeling that I might gain some enlightenment from them. Although, I wonder if I... Okay. This guy, he just won't move. Okay, I have to talk to him in order to get past him. A guy. He looks indecisive. I knew he was a zombie! I could tell! You approach a shambling man by the apple pile. He does not acknowledge your presence. He is unaware of you. Greetings, citizen. Glancing under his hood, you catch a blank expression spread upon a dried face. What is your name, sir? He does not even turn to look at you. I mean, I feel like I know why he's not listening. Because he's a zombie, but... Why is this man not listening to me? His glassy dark eyes just stare forward into... nothing. Wait, is this a zombie? What's he doing? The zombie is attempting to clear a path through the apple pile. He's probably been at it for a long time. Should I defeat this zombie? Yes, it is only just. Undead are not to be allowed in Norvik. Well, I don't think this is gonna go well, but fine. If strength tells me to, if the dead are not to be allowed, I will deal with this foul creature. I think he seems rather peaceful. This seems a shame, but I'm being a good cleric, I guess. Encounters are turn-based conflict, where each participant takes turns in rolling dice and taking actions. During your turn, you're able to perform one dice action, as well as cast one spell of your choosing. The order is determined by an initiative roll. Don't let this shambler get the jump on you now. Okay, I can't guarantee anything, but oh, that's pretty good considering my dexterity. And he did not do as well, because he's a zombie. Fight! Alright, you're quick, you've got this. Your turn, show him no mercy. Now, I don't think I have like a sword or anything, so... No, stay. Do not make the first move. Yeah, sure. I'll listen to Constitution in this instance. Let's try to keep our composure. It's not great, it's not amazing. Your body does not listen to command. It shakes, moving back and forth, side to side. Fight or flight. Fight. Putting your weight into it, you push the zombie backwards. He attempts to stabilize himself while stumbling around. The slow zombie just stands there. No, he's reacting. It's just taking some time. The zombie is hostile. This undead abomination must be apprehended before he causes damage to innocents. Does that include you? Yes. You should probably try to de-escalate. Just a tip. Grab him. Get his arm. You successfully grab his arms. Your thick, gloved hands wrap around his frail wrists and keep them stable. Ooh woo? He's not getting away now. His neck snaps around, the withered face now facing yours. Yeah, you really pissed him off. You can tell, since you're such a people's person. The zombie bites down on you, hard. It hurts, even through the armor. This ends now. Your final chance. Do not falter. Okay, strength don't fail me now. And we knock him out. Knock. Knock. A second level transmutation unlocks things. The definition of locked has been stretched over the centuries, but the spell works on most closed containers or entryways. Yes! Catching your breath, you stare at the now unmoving creature. Justice dispensed. Now go loot him. Get that fancy tooth. I feel bad for this little zombie. He really was minding his own business, and I think I had maybe no business punching him in the face, but I did get a wisdom tooth out of it. You've a filed tooth in decent condition. You feel a tingle in your palm when you hold it. Well, God knows I could use one more wisdom, so I will carry this tooth with me gladly. Thank you so much. And I can get past now, which is excellent. A basket of apples. Some look okay-ish. Can I have one of those regular apples? 3 garden apples. Very nice. An apple grown on Tolstad. The colors ripple across the surface. Consuming it will save your soul. Well, do need that. It would give me 1 HP to consume one of these apples, and I'm missing 1, but I might want to wait. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll save them for later. Although I could consume one. My constitution did tell me that I needed to eat an apple, so okay, why the hell not? I'll consume 1 apple. I feel slightly better, I think. And what is this? An almost empty box, except for a stale treat and a pouch. Well, God knows I could use a stale treat and a pouch, that's for sure. A cardamom treat and some crowns. Ooh, money! I don't know why I keep pressing tab. I think I keep pressing tab to access my inventory because I'm like on Baldur's Gate controls. But nevertheless, we have a cardamom treat plus 5 HP if we consume it, which we don't need right now, and some crowns, earth crowns, the official currency minted in Norvik's Riksbank. These silver coins are most valuable along River Torna, as the Norwegian River's Reach offers its support in trade and general commerce. So that's nice. We got a snack and some money. I feel like those are both things we like. Imported goods. The receiver is marked as an acronym I don't remember. HRBT or starting with an H. Not sure. A crate filled with sand. I would love to inspect the crate. Thank you so much. Oh, HBWT. There we go. You notice a little marking on the back with the letters HBWT. The lid has been tossed behind it. Oh, look at the sand. The crate is filled to the brim. It's just sand. Yeah, but there might be something in the sand. This is gonna kill me, isn't it? The sand that kills you. Your gloved hand trails across the surface. The sand shifts slightly at your touch. Is this a sand mimic? If so, I'll cry. What? Is it growing? Underlined choices are more risky, but might offer more reward. Well, this is a demo, so let's go full risk and reward style. Go deeper. You dive in with your whole hand, fingers first. This one does not. Cool. Thank you. I love that. That's so clever and fuck you. Then you feel a tug, a grip, and finally, a pull. Wait, Your shoulder is almost pulled out of its socket. You manage to keep it from engulfing most of your arm, but in the process, the sand grabs onto the front of your helmet. Your face is now sinking. A sizzling groan fills your ears. Well, let's not use our breath on screaming. Let's just try to get out of this situation. You grab the rim of the crate with both hands, but as you put your entire adrenaline-filled arms to work, you feel energy being sapped from your veins. You are being sucked. No, not like this. Isn't the way that I wanted to know. Out of your skin. As you keep pushing, you realize you could get out at this point. However, then you would have to leave the helm behind. Do I really need to keep the helmet on? Yes, you do. No, I don't want the helmet. Your muscles turn to mush as you stop your struggle. Ooh, strength DC 9, escape without losing your helmet. Let's see if we can do this. Our strength is pretty good, so we might be able to. You grab the rim of the crate with both hands. The hazy noise of a head no longer filled with so much blood screams in your ears. I will not die in this crate! Filled with pure fires of adrenaline, your muscles creak and your bones crack. And it pays off. Within seconds, the rock-hard grip of the sand loosens. A rock? What do you do? Oh, a rock. A giant bird, a beast born through esoteric means. There are a handful of them found throughout the skies of Ascani. Has nothing to do with rocks. I do like this way of revealing information, and I like going through the weird definition trees. Esoteric, the magic of Yor and his strings. The coast is infused with it. Yor, the name of our realm, also the name of the legendary wizard who created it. He died during the closing, at the end of the Gate era. Wizard, a book-learned arcane spellcaster, typically plays Yor's strings by memorizing and executing esoteric rituals and chants. Arcane, one of the 3 pillars of magic, is represented by the forces that make up all esoteric events. Those who play Yor's strings tap into these powers, programming the laws of existence around their whims. Yor's strings. Oh my god, this is such a long chain. Yor's strings, the ley lines of esoteric power that holds the realm together. Then it drops entirely. You swing your head back, filling your lungs with air as a trail of sand follows you. Gah! Within an instant, the sand snaps back into the crate, not a single grain dropping to the floor. You stumble back. Glancing over to the crate, you see its content now lies still, like nothing happened. You should put on the lid, to make sure this doesn't happen to someone else. Let's try to get the sand out of our ears. It helps. A lot. Whew, got some hit points back. Let's put the lid back on. You take a very, very careful step toward the crate to grab the lid, and you place it gently on top. Your job here is done. I've done a great service to the community. Yes, I have. That's right. Don't write any warnings on it. Just put that lid right back on and pretend nothing ever happened. Got a little shard of Narcial over here. A slightly broken, standard issue Earthguard blade. Let's see if we can't have that. I would love to take that. +1 strength, -1 wisdom. Well, let's take that because we have the wisdom tooth giving us 1 wisdom, so we can afford to lose 1 wisdom to have a little bit extra strength. Let's put our weapon in the weapon slot as is proper and correct. And yeah, so, oh my gosh, so many options. A glow class, a very common magic item. Or probably glow glass, right? A very common magic item. What is this? Can I click this dot without going there? Behold, stairs leading down far into the city below. Ooh, you know I love a city below. You know I do. There's a door inside this tunnel. And then I assume there's also a door that goes upstairs or something that goes upstairs or maybe goes out. Oh, can I have this apple? Is this an apple that I can have, please? Because God knows I'm going to need all the apples I can get if I keep running into things that are trying to suck my face. And behold, a spiral staircase, ancient architecture. Okay, we can go up, down, or through a tunnel. And, well, you know, I'm gonna try to go down. Ooh, can I have that apple? That apple too, as well? This apple for me? Thank you! Yes, yes, I want to take all of the apples that I can find. Is there, I wonder if there's like a way. I think sometimes it's, oh yeah, it is tab. You can see all the clickable things. Which, I don't know if I clicked on this yet. And I can try flying here. There's no one around to see. So there's some incense. What does the incense do? Incense. Easily burned spices and herbs can be used to recover first level spell slots. Okay, that's good to know. And we don't need to recover any spell slots right now because we haven't used any so far, but that is good to know. And let's just tab over this area to make sure we're not missing anything. We're not. Alright, well, you know I love to go down. I'm a huge fan of going down. And so let's go down and see what we can find. Ooh, that oomph, that bass though. Oh, and I should probably, I'm gonna, yeah, just occasionally try to tab to make sure that we are seeing everything that there is to click on, everything there is to see. Glowing mushrooms must be tasty. I don't know about that, but maybe. Let's see what they say. A small fungal spore ball. These can be farmed along the undercoast. They do wonders for your gut. They are not mind-altering. Probably. +3 HP. Good, good. Yes, I'm going to need all of the things that can boost my HP. I feel that there are to have. Taking a step forward, you touch a thin cord. Something soft latches itself around your ankle. A contraption is now in motion. What is that? A snake or something? Huh? No, we are not avoiding the strap. No, we are not. It tightens around your boot. With a violent tug, you're forced to the ground, hitting the back of your head on the steps. Before you can even react, your entire body has been dragged over the edge. No, no, no! You're falling, but not far. With a painful snap, your descent has stopped, and now you're simply left hanging. Ooh, we might be able to make this strength check. Maybe. No, we are not. A deep breath. You heave yourself forward, grabbing the rope attached to your ankle. Your muscles strain. Pain. Your weight is too much. Groan in pain. You must try again. Your quest cannot end here. Seems like I'm in a bit of a pickle. You don't say. How long can I hang like this? Not long. Your skull is pooling. Within minutes, you will lose control of your mind. Alright, well, let's look at the rope, see if there's anything we can do. You see how it's connected to a series of pythons wedged below and in the side of the stone walkway. Next to you is a hanging rock. It acts as a counterweight. I could... Oh, it would be maybe easier to pull myself up now for some reason. -5 DC. There's no time. Push! Okay, let's try again. Maybe this roll will go better. Yes, it does. Oh my gosh, amazing. Final deep breath. You feel the numbness spread as you heave upwards. One gloved hand grabbing the rope, then another. Through sheer power, you pull your entire body weight upwards, climbing higher and higher until you roll over the edge. Get that rope off. Your fingers dart around your ankle, desperate to remove the latched rope. You rip it off and toss it to the side. Free. Safe. Alive. That was awful. Going through a near-death experience will last in your soul. You realize you've been holding your breath. Your lips are probably turning blue. Breathe. You need to breathe, damn it. Air fills your lungs. You are alive. Let's check out this rope. Extremely sturdy rope. Thick. Soft to the touch. You do not know the name of this material. Must be exotic. At the knots, you see a series of burned-in letters. Someone's left a message on the ends of the rope itself. Behold, Bulba Slop. Bulba? What is the Bulba? The last of the Titans, fought against dragons in Vorgini, died in a Heishi swamp. His corpse spawned many monstrosities across the coast. Kraid. Creepy. Let's go. Now, a smart person would realize that there may be many more such traps on this staircase and go back the way he came. However, I'm built different, and I love to do the bad thing, the wrong thing, the dangerous thing. And so I will be proceeding down the staircase into the creepy tunnel where evil creatures probably live, because that's just who I am. So I should probably, I probably should eat one of my mushrooms, my yummy, yummy mushrooms, because that hurt. So let's gain 3 HP from this mushroom, and we will press onwards. Now, I wonder if I can go in here. It seems I can. There's also, I think, is there another way to go? Yeah, I can continue going down, or I can look at whatever this room is. There's a rat over there. I would love to engage with the rat, but I'm gonna go the other way first, just because, okay, a glowing light, that surely that's not bad or anything. We have never heard of a will-o-wisp, apparently. And what the hell is this now? Pillar of Yore. You look up at the pillar. Esoteric Ebb added. That's the title of the game! The relic rises upwards, endlessly upwards. I should probably look at that tab, by the way. I haven't looked at that tab yet. I've been so absorbed in playing the game, I forgot to look at all my tabs. The central landmark of Norvik, the symbol of Earth's conquest. The day he took the red rocks and slayed the Troll King, he looked upon this pillar and declared this a sacred spot for all Norvikians, for all Earthfolk. Earthfolk, the people of Earth, the ancestors of those who reconquered the Ascani coast, true mythological heroes. It was here before Earth, and it will be here after you, remaining until the end. A gate to another time. How many of these pillars exist? 8? Something like that. One for each band. But ours is the best one, right? They're all equally useless. It's a sign of Earth's power, so yes, this is the best one. They're seen as a status symbol by many. Like a legitimization thing. But the fact is, no one has managed to make use of them in any way, despite their esoteric nature. So the pillars of yore are relegated to being visual landmarks, seen from across the coast through clouds and mist for miles. It looks a bit broken, cracked. Yes, you're certain it is indestructible, but clearly it was once not. Several pieces of the pillar float around in the air, especially as it reaches upwards into the clouds above the city. What kind of power would be capable of damaging this? Gods. I'm not gonna make money off this thing. I'm a religious man. So what do I do with it? You can always attempt to focus on it. Learn from this ancient relic. Since you're the master of all esoteric things, you could probably crack the secret of the pillar. Learn how it works and master it, and gain ultimate power, and so on. Let's get closer. As you do, you feel the air itself tingle. Power. Let's listen. He is speaking to you. Touch the pillar. Of course I'm gonna touch the pillar. I mean, I don't know if that's a good idea, but you place your hand upon the cold surface. Your body quakes, standing in awe of this ancient object. How many battles do you think it has seen? How many deaths? How many noble sacrifices given to one's god, or king, or people? The thoughts stir in you a deep sense of longing. Perhaps one day you will join in that sacred sensation. Perhaps right now? I mean, I sort of feel like right now is not the time, but sure, why not? No, I'm not feeling it. Closing your eyes, you begin to focus, your mind placed squarely at this esoteric force. Your mind forms into an arrow, and you fire it forward, but it is repelled. Opening your eyes, your hand is no longer pressed against the cold surface of the pillar. You're instead holding it against your heart, shaking. This is wrong. Yes. Try again later. Whatever is whispering to you from beyond is more powerful than you imagined. Yikes! That gives me the willies. So I will not be... Oh my god. Look at this. There's even more. The wall here. It is a door. Oh, you mean this wall door? Well, I mean, let's complete our circle around this pillar because we didn't finish looking here. There's another... Oh my god. There's another door there, and there's also a rat over here. So, oh, and there's also... Oh my god. There's so much to explore, and I haven't even touched on what is through the other doors that were in the apple room. Dear Lord. Okay, so let's look at our questing tree, because I totally didn't look at that at all, and I realized that I'm getting, like, XP and things and quests and whatever. So, the tea shop that blew up. Your purpose on Tolstad is to investigate an exploded tea shop, locate this establishment, and gain entry. Election week. The first ever election in Norwegian history will take place in just a few days' time. What will you vote for? Politics isn't really for you, so you've said one single time whenever the topic comes up. Being apolitical sure is neat. Esoteric Ebb. There's a rhythm to Yor's realm, and you heard his voice. Find it at his closest pillar. It reaches deep. Investigate it on every level. And class conflict. You've declared yourself the Cleric of Norvik one single time. It's a grand title, suitable for a true human cleric like yourself. And if you'll notice, holy shit, I assume these are all various quests that we can have, or quest-like things. Oh my gosh, so we have declared ourselves a cleric, but as we can see, there are other lines here that suggest, and there wasn't, the dialogue options earlier seemed to suggest we could, like, declare ourselves a rogue as well. I remember I didn't do that, but, like, maybe you can turn into a different class, or, like, have, like, levels, sort of, in a different class, based on thingy. And then we've also got 1 point in apolitical, and then presumably these are all going to be various like alignments or factions or election candidates or something that we can work towards. We also have a journal, so we oh, I see. Okay, so that's interesting. So up here is the same as over here, which is kind of nice. But yeah, so we can read all the things that we know about, which is really awesome. That's very cool. It's already 9:07, for God's sake. I mean, we gotta get a move on, you know what I'm saying? Now, I can't talk to animals, and I know that every D&D campaign starts with fighting a rat. So I'm a little scared to approach this rat, but it's just a rat. So what could go wrong, right? A rat. It's not really running from you. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's like an esoteric rat. You know what I mean? Like... a pet rat? Oh my gosh, look, he's so cute. A white rat. It acts shyly but approaches you nonetheless. It looks like it doesn't really want to get grabbed by you, but it also doesn't fight it. Instead, it just follows along, sort of not very happy with the situation, but what can you do? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. I have a little rat. Don't worry. We will be friends. I promise. And yeah, now I'm just sort of wandering around. I don't have, oh my fuck. There's so much going on. Is that a skeleton? I can't help but feel like that's a skeleton over there. You see that? That makes me nervous. Okay, so it has been, this is a video that I made for Demo Hour. It has been an hour and a half, at least, of playing this game, and I have just scratched the surface of all the things that are going on. There's so much here, and I have not even pretty much at all touched the plot, but I understand sort of the core essence of the game, I feel. Let's resolve this one more event, and then I'll sort of close out. And I certainly want to play this game when it comes out in full. It comes out on March 3rd, so that is only a mere few days from when I'm playing this. So I definitely want to continue. Let me know if you want to see more of this game on the channel. I mean, I might be playing anyway just because it's really awesome, but also, you know, like, just let me know what you think. If it looks cool, if you think you're gonna try it. Let's figure out what's happening to us. I feel like we're walking straight into another trap, which is so typical. Everything suddenly goes very, very tight. You've been swallowed. Oh. What's going on here? You can neither move nor breathe. This is possibly quite terrible. Hold on. Something's off here. off. I can't move. It's some kind of trap? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no! It is. All around you, acidic gel. Cube. Slang for gelatinous cube. It is seeping into every crevice. Oh no! I've almost died again. By earth that burns. Everyone knows about these, a gelatinous cube. You are statistically likely to die here and now. This monster cannot hold you. You must fight. No one knows you are here. You are alone in the cube. You can't escape. You're strong enough, right? A man is alone. Alone you can survive. You will survive. Oh man, the DC is not... Listen, I only have... I would have to get a natural 20, and even then, it might not happen for me. It's impossible. So, I mean, I'll try, but, you know. You struggle against the incredibly hard mass around your limbs, around everything. Strain and push. You fight, yet your muscles give out. After reaching just a little bit further, the burning continues inside and around. That feeling isn't nice. The one where you're sitting, eyes fixed upon the bucket, sour apples sticking out of it like a mountain of bad decisions. That sick and sinking feeling in your stomach. Yeah, I feel sick alright. It was not right. But you did it. They told you to. Another sort of stream of consciousness info reveal here. Toll, Earth's brother and mythological explorer of Ascan, founded several towns along River Torna and famously never returned from his expedition to the Infinite Wastes. The word told has nothing to do with a historical figure. 15. You ate 15. You probably knew it wasn't real, but you did it. And when you walked up to those kids at the bottom of that pit behind the Hills Central Lower School with that bucket filled with 15 apple scrut... The Hills? The Hills, one of 3 unofficial districts in Norvik. Basically the Halfling district, covered in the hills, get it? On the western side of the river. They laughed, they chanted. Evil. That's when you got that nickname. That stuck around until your dad died and you left the hills behind. They kept saying it. When you got mad, they said it. When you played along, mocking yourself, they said it. Apple Boy. Apple Boy. It's not even a good name. So uninspired. Yet you still tried to follow them. To be nice. Play nice. Be a friend. Apple Boy. But eventually they just started running away. Apple Boy. Each time you would try to get close, they would laugh and snicker and leave. And so the Apple Boy was all alone until the day he died. I think this is an appropriate end to playing this demo. Oh my god, that's actually perfect. Alone. 'Tis an unfortunate thing, this lonely life. Though many of us carry the burden of talent and owe so much great natural power, when the cold of winter falls and the trail grows ever so rough, it is but the animal of the pack which makes it to spring. A man without a brother is but a set of bones on the road. And that's Esoteric Ebb, everybody. Oh my god, that is perfect. I will for sure be wishlisting this and playing it. Oh my god, so funny. I lasted, I don't know when the day started, but I lasted until 9:07 a.m. on day one, so I can only imagine how the rest of this game is going to be. Let me know what you think, and I'll be back with more of this and or possibly more demos soon. But for now, I shall bid you adieu, farewell, and have a good one.